had a great relationship with Sam Presti. And Sam kind of went out of his way to try to find a good spot for Giddey, who delivers a beautiful for Giddey. Here's Walter. Barnes inside using his strength. Vucevic taps it out of bounds.
Plays as much as Oklahoma City.
What a play by White on the steal on the sidelines. Yeah, did it feel like OKC is a gambling defensive team just in the time we saw them last night?
I don't really think they're gambling at them. They just help people. They're in help position, always.
Okay.
Well, the things that I always say, the closest man position, they play that way. So if you drive the ball to the right side, the closest guy on the right side is going to help. He's going to leave his man, and they will go get the ball. They were trying to get steals, deflections, and they're trying to not allow you to hit a three-point shot. They had the Bulls frustrated last night from the three-point line. At one point, the Bulls, I think, were 1 of 17.
Lead is 12 for the Bulls. Giddey spinning, kicking, Buzelis. Might be wondering why we're talking so much about the Thunder. Just, it's an impressive team, and seeing them for the first time since very early in the year. There's a turnover by Giddey into Barnes. Scotty, tough try. Buzelis did a nice job of hustling back.
He made it difficult for him.
Yeah, just the Bulls hadn't seen the Thunder since early. As they're one game back of the Kings for the last play-in spot.
He's like their most consistent player on the offensive end.
White can't get free. Kevin seems to be okay. Herter drives.
Kevin Herter hurt him, Kev.
6 of 6 from the floor. 3 dunks. Yeah. And then that's an end of hit list right there for MC.
Pass.
Herter to Giddey. Unable to finish.
Good pass by Kev.
Quickly, a little step back. He's had a nice offensive night. Buzelis behind the back. Kick out for White on the attack. Dragging Pirtle out and tried to wrap back around, but lost it off his leg. Good fast break. Oh, I can't call it travel anymore on anybody. Yeah, exactly. I don't even know what a travel is.
I don't even know what it is either.
My guy MDW on Instagram, he does great breakdowns of what traveling violations are or are not, but it is so nuanced with the gather step. There's a
28 made baskets. His 15th double-digit assist game of the season.
Now he's 5 rebounds shy of another triple-double.
So quickly is quick.
Lives up to the name, unable to finish. Yep. White drives on concessions. A Bulls banner giveaway. Bulls lost to the Thunder with or better than Miami. They will host the 9-10 game against the Heat. Now again, the Bulls can still work their way up to maybe number 8 if Orlando falters down the stretch. But that is a key. White.
Well, in addition to that, if you're really Donovan, this team is capable of reeling off wins.
Especially against that play-in group. Atlanta, Orlando, Miami, which is the likely play-in group with Chicago. Again, Bulls win tonight. They knock out Toronto and guarantee a play-in berth. Nice save by Buzelis. Vucevic to Herter. Closed out by Walter. Vucevic drives, spins, stops, footwork. Left it short, punched it out, kept it alive for Herter.
And a lot of action on that sequence.
Here's Giddey. Well, you can see why Toronto's a decent defensive. #1 in defense for the last month with the hustle they play with.
Give their coaching staff a lot of credit. Get these kids to still playing hard. And that just goes to show you that their future is bright. I mean, they got a lot of guys that are playing that are trying to play for contracts, but their core group of guys they're going to bring back are going to be very, very good. And if they can get a good pick, think about if they luck into getting the #1 pick, Cooper Flag.
My goodness.
That puts them right in the mix.
And even if it's not #1, like, they're
top
like,
5.
If you're into the top 5, it feels like you're probably guaranteed a solid collegiate player that can make a transition to this league.
I think that the second best player in the draft is going to be Harper.
Harper. You put Bailey behind them. There's a couple other guys.
There's
I don't want to
guys. Yeah, there's some other.
Giddey hit
better.
Oh no!
Ooh, dangerous pass. Yakuchonis, obviously out of Illinois. Bob watching Knibble.
He's struggling in the tournament.
In the tournament, yeah. Very efficient, 22.9 on 9 of...
Up in 8 minutes into the game, and they were playing completely out of character and didn't attack the paint. See, tonight they are really trying to make a statement here against Toronto. They got 40 points in the
draft. Mobo looks inside. Bulls, where they stand right, but the playoffs of the rotation for the lottery. So something to keep in mind. And listen, for me, I just want to call playoff basketball. I want to see fun games. Nobody has to agree with me. That's fine. But that is just something to keep in mind.
Well, these guys are trying to win here.
Yeah, this team, as Horton Tucker knocks it out, he worked their way out of the play-in and try to get a higher draft pick.
Well, some of these teams have made it so obvious.
Well, Toronto made it obvious for a month, and then I think they realized this doesn't look, in the midway through the third quarter, playing 20 minutes and then pull them out. Like, it's obvious what you're doing. And even then, the fines are something like between $200,000 and $400,000, and I know that's not chump change to any of us, but for an organization, a multi-million-dollar, maybe billion-dollar business potentially, as Rosellas get
basketball. The viewership is down anyway of the teams that are in the lottery. That's what you do. You eliminate this tanking stuff. I'd rather see the tournament. I'd like to see guys having to earn it.
I think it'd be an interesting thought process to go through.
Oh, shit, it's quick.
He is. Again, I just really like some of these young players for Toronto. Shed is right at the top of that list. The team reportedly extended his contract through the 26-27 season. It's very odd that a lot of teams and organizations don't announce that. I wonder if that has to do with public perception.
And in the dark.
Extended Billy Donovan's contract under the radar as well. Here's Herter. That's a three. That's good.
Up his buddy.
Rajakovic said this is year one of the rebuild. This will be the fourth year out of the last 5. Ooh, Barnes, tackle. Got the interior fixed up. Here's Williams to Collins to Herter. White and Horton Tucker rounding it out. Good cut by Horton Tucker to put him up by 20.
I'm going to tell you something. He waited his turn, man. He was out the rotation. And then yesterday, he got an opportunity when the Bulls were down big. Billy called on him and Javon Carter, and they came in and sparked the Bulls, even though they lost.
Stay ready, so you get no Phillips tonight.
Yeah, remember, he's like 25 years old. He's a young kid. He's still young.
Yeah, 24. Last man on the roster this year, the 15th and final spot for the Bulls. Williams contests his fellow Florida State Seminole in Barnes, but Mobo set a 10-day deal.
Horton to play at some point. And you got to get his conditioning and get him.
This is the 16th straight game, the 8th. Lonzo re-aggravated that wrist injury.
That when he comes back, he's going to be in a minutes restriction. So you don't have a lot of time left to get some reps in before these playing games start.
6 games left after tonight. There's a nice jumper by.
Start getting, getting your guys ready for playing, especially if you think you got a chance to come in and secure one of those spots. Because this team is good enough to win 2 games against the caliber of teams they're going to be playing.
Horton Tucker to Herter. 3. There's the first miss of the night for Herter.
Good pickup for the Bulls. Zach Collins. Remember, Trey Jones is still out. He was playing really well.
Sure was.
And that's going to be interesting to see what the rotation is going to look like when you get Lonzo Ball back and you get Trey Jones and you got Giddey playing at a high level. Where are these minutes going to be?
Barnes hassling White near the midcourt line. Kobe trying to separate. Fresh off the Player of the Month award in the East. Floats.
Fouls.
This has been that type of game. Stacey, there have been 5 fouls on the Bulls, 15 on the Raptors. And those have kind of been pumped up here in the third quarter. There just hasn't been a lot of fouls in this game. Bulls have shot 22 free throws, Raptors with 8. Nice dump off, White to Collins.
Kid is, ooh,
okay.
Man. He not only he can shoot the ball, but he's a heck of an athlete. Boy, he will dunk on you.
Hurdle, final seconds. Got it to quickly. Horton Tucker, Williams, Herter, and White, the 5 on the floor for the Bulls to start. Battle and Barnes trying to hook up. That's right. He is 8 for 26 from the field. Herter 7 of 8 tonight. Feeds Collins, patient but unable to finish. This is a physical game. They have just let it play. Been fairly consistent.
Info, baby.
Chuck Swirsky used to call him the main man, Gurton.
I stole him.
Tucker, Chuck didn't even know.
And I picked him off and took him to the pick 6.
Jeff Van Gurton's Luka Doncic.
Traded him for a bag of.
And Phantom Pineapples are good. That was the key in the trade. The Phantom Pineapples, though, is the key.
And I told Swirsky I'd gladly pay him Tuesday for a hamburger today. He went for it. No banana in the tailpipe trick. Oh, nice back titties.
Here's White.
Oh, my goodness. Man. There wasn't too much to laugh about yesterday.
Oh, my God. That was a rough game, bro. That was a rough game.
Oh, Elizabeth. I was about ready to call Elizabeth yesterday, too.
I was watching in the second quarter, and then I was like, I got the feel for it. Collins an offensive rebound. There's Williams spinning inside. 7 with 10 minutes left. Kobe Walter hassled by Horton Tucker, and Bulls have Herter, Collins, Williams, White, and THT out there. There's a deep one from Shed. That won't go. Herter the rebound. Bulls in control. They were able to rest their starters last night, obviously for the wrong reasons, because they were getting blown out. Tonight, maybe you can rest some starters as well. Bulls will have 2 days off before they play Portland at home on Friday. This obviously is the second night of a back-to-back. Bulls 3 and 8 on the second night of a back-to-back this season. Williams lost it. An Eastern Conference team since they played Brooklyn here on March the 13th. Give you a couple of notes from around the league. This game seemingly, at least for the moment, in control. Another rebound from Collins.
Be short, Jack, be short.
White to Williams, wide open. The Pacers were going to clinch a playoff spot tonight if Atlanta lost to Portland. We're currently the number 4 seed in the East, will clinch their playoff spot. Well, Tucker got his own miss.
3 assists.
Back to back off the bench. Nicely done by THT. Walter.
You have to know Billy Donovan's MO. If you have a great game, the game before, most likely you
Bulls are in control. Also be cautious about how many minutes these guys are going to play. Again, the Bulls are short-handed tonight as well. That's part of it. Robinson stepping through, laid it up. Almost gets the rebound. There it is. That's number 7 on the night.
Way to get it. That's a tough rebound to get.
Sure was. Nice spin. Horton Tucker left it short. White's played 32 minutes tonight. Again, that'd be a number I'd be cautious to push. Just how that month of March was for Kobe. They got
5 to 14.
6 and 8. Nice push at the end of the season. Kind of similar to how we saw it last year as well.
Ooh.
And Kobe White was getting hassled by a really good defender in Shed. 19 of the last 17 games. Here is battle. Washington and Minnesota, and then Ohio State scored 2,000 points between those 3 stops. Vucevic, the kick. White a 3. Good. Well, to go along with his 22 points and 8 rebounds. Kobe's got 28 now. On a 10 of 16 shooting night. 4 Raptors in double figures, including Robinson. High rebound. Walter grabs it. That won't go. Walter got it right back. And good effort by.
We can bring our dogs out here.
You got bark in the park, right? For baseball games. Why not?
Yeah, man. I gotta lie, my little pocket bullies might cause some havoc up in here, boy.
I got a really funny image in my head right now.
Yeah, that's deep.
Tucker from deep. There's a rebound for Vucevic, his 9th. Can we put headsets on the dogs and put the labels Adam and Stacy? Buzelis, nice maneuvering. That's the image I had in my head. That's all.
Listen, if there's any female dogs in there, they're going to watch out. My dog's are after him.
Robinson with a nice night tonight. He's at 3-3. Giddey has it stripped. You can tell he's been frustrated with some of his turnovers tonight. Tucker takes it all the way. Time in 5 years officially the Raptors will miss out on the postseason as they're in this rebuild mode this year, certainly. Bulls trying to clinch their third straight.
Last time, though.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think they're going to... Listen, the conference isn't great this year, the East. Giddey, and Toronto's a team that could make that leap.
Listen, this is the talent they're going to bring back next year. You got Scotty Barnes going to come back. You got Ingram's going to come back. You got Grady Dick's going to come back. You got Quickly's going to come back. That's 4 guys right there in your starting lineup.
R.J. Barrett.
And R.J. Barrett.
He's a 20-point-a-game guy.
And you're going to get a first-round pick. It could be Cooper Flagg. It could be any of their top picks. Nice play.
They've drafted guys with length.
Like a little special little bag, and they just unzipped him, and he came out. Where did he come from?
He had his own Chicago Bulls style entrance
my goodness.
into the arena tonight.
Because I'm looking around and saying,
and here comes Coco.
Is it dog night? I'm looking for other dogs. I'm like, oh, Coco's not the only one in here, is he? And it's Coco. The security's coming to get Coco out. We just snitched him.
That's an influential dog.
And it's one of those like those brindle colors, you know, with all mixed colors.
Yeah,
those things are expensive.
I walked by Coco. I got to introduce myself to Coco. Coco,
they're gonna put him back in the bag, and they're gonna sneak him back out.
That's the life of a dog, man.
Oh man,
dogs are like I've been watching Severance a lot, and I love this show. It feels like the dogs are just severed. Like they show up, they come out of the little bag. Yep. It's a whole new world for them, and they go right back in the bag.
Let me tell you, my dog's favorite show is
Dog's Purpose.
Yeah, you know what?
It's an emotional.
Yeah, it's an emotional show. You know, dog movie. Then Dennis Quaid. It's a great movie. Oh, great first step.
Dealing with a finger injury. Weren't even sure if he was going to play tonight. He's in. Oh, this is THT time. Off to Buzelis. Look at the jump. Teams down on the CHSN app and during the
when he was running on somebody. That might be a fake beard.
Why are you snitching on everybody tonight?
Oh my God.
Reports and stuff.
Yep.
That might be that guy right there.
Well, we need to put him on a black screen where you can't see his face. He just talk.
Stacey King snitched on me on television broadcast, and now you have to modify my voice so that you cannot identify me.
Smith, no. Loss and rebound.
Get it up high, Tremors. The beard did not work.
He's been aggressive going to the cup tonight.
No foul called.
They're just letting him play.
Listen, we get argued. Everybody goes, that's not a foul. That's not a foul.
THT with another news for Taylor Horton Tucker tonight.
THT trying to get some minutes.
Season high in points this evening. Herter with 16 points, 10 rebounds with 7 assists. So he is now 1 double-double shy of hitting the 200 mark with the Bulls. There's Smith. Nice glide to the rim for Jalen. There is the updated number. Vucevic with 199. His next one will tie him with Scottie Pippen and put him in the 200 double-double club in Bulls history. It was number 555 for his NBA career tonight. Oh, man.
Give this team credit. They're not quitting playing. Ooh. Let me tell you right now, it's like Christian Okoye right there. The Nigerian Nightmare, he just ran him over.
The Tecmo Super Bowl drop right there, my friend.
Met him in the A-gap, paid the price.
All right, I'm going to give you a little bit of a reconnaissance work. You know, friend, former security guard, our good friend Sly. I worked here for 30 years. Never allowed a dog into the building.
See?
Joined retirement.
Sly ain't done working. He's telling everybody.
He's doing another job right now.
Sly snitching.
I love Dana Devine, one of the greats of all time.
Dana Devine.
She sent me a photo from 2 years ago of our man sitting courtside with Coco. So Coco's been outside for a while.
Yeah.
All right, Coco been out here.
Yeah.
He been knowing about this. There's another.
We don't know. Because if that's the second time, I don't see another dog. And I thought it was a dog day. I really thought it was dog day. I'm looking for the rest of the dogs in the United Center. I see nobody but Coco.
A dog day afternoon into the evening where the Bulls flip the script. They sweep the Raptors, and they are guaranteed